Hello everyone and welcome back to Era Military Collectibles. So today's video, what we're doing is we are going to look at the Peace Park that is in my hometown. It's an unusual peace park in the fact that it commemorates everybody from lots of different conflicts: Irish Civil War, War of Independence, World War I, World War II, and our local battalion of the FCA, or the Reserve Battalion, that was here. And it's unusual. It's a lovely little park. It's well kept, it's well cleaned. So we're just going to have a quick look at it. So we're just walking up to the Peace Park now. It's a lovely little park. It's in my hometown, and it's a nice little spot. So we're just going to walk up to it now, and then I'll show you some of the memorials that are in it. Now, so we're just here at the start of the Peace Park, and if you look behind me, this is a commemorative plaque for Clare hunger strikers that died in 1917. I'll just show you here now. On the start of the wall, so there's the names. There's the plaque. It was made in November, or was unveiled in November 2017, so it was 100 years after these gentlemen gave up their lives on a hunger strike. There's a little bit of history about the plaque. This is the start of the Peace Park. It's covered by willow trees and oak trees, which is lovely. The next memorial we get to, or the next monument we get to, is just here, and this is for the local FCA regiment or battalion there, 22nd Infantry Battalion, the FCA, and there you have the companies A, B, C and D, unveiled in 2005. So yeah, it's an unusual park in the fact that it commemorates everybody from all different conflicts. So you have War of Independence, you have Civil War, you have World War I, and you have World War II. Now, I did do a video last year on the World War I memorial, which is just here. It's in under the willow trees, but we will get to that now shortly. The next memorial we have here is for a ship, if I remember, that was torpedoed. This memorial is dedicated to Irishmen and Irish women who served in the armed forces Southeast Asia during a period of 1964 to 1975. So this is the Clare people that were killed in actually Vietnam and in Southeast Asia. So as you can see, nice little plaque as well, nice little memorial. The next one we move on to is, well, how are you? The next one we move on to is the Second World War. So I'll just give you a quick look at the plaque. So here's the plaque. And as you can see on the names, so you have 1939 to 1945. It's in Irish at one side, English at the other, and it gives their townlands of where they were from. I'm not actually sure how many names are on this list, but yeah, so that's the Peace Park Memorial for the Second World War. Here we have the First World War I, when the service is going to be for Armistice weekend, 19th of November, 12 o'clock. All are welcome. And this is the First World War I. Yeah, it's a lovely little park, very interesting and unusual in the fact that it commemorates all the different conflicts. It's nice to see people just stopping and having a look at them as they walk past. So we're on to the next part of the video, and we're here at a local cemetery. This is a Catholic graveyard. This is probably one of the oldest and largest graveyards. There's 4 parts to this graveyard. This is the oldest part of the graveyard. And the reason that I've brought you here is to just show you the complexity of Irish history. We've looked at the Peace Park shortly, or earlier on in the video, where we looked at how in Irish history, or in Irish, the way we've moved forward with the peace talks and the process and the whole lot. Then we tried to commemorate everyone with the 1917, the hunger strikers, the the people who were killed in Southeast Asia, First World War, Second World War. In this graveyard, I believe there's up to 20 odd Commonwealth war graves. But there's also a very interesting grave up here that I will show you shortly, where it commemorates men that were killed during the Irish Civil War for killing an Irishman. They were executed. But just here we have a member, Queen's Own Scottish Borderers. I've talked about this gentleman last year. He was killed in 1917, or he died in 1917. Now, for a Commonwealth war grave to be in Ireland, he was either stationed here and passed away, or he was Irish and came home and died of wounds received, or he was on leave and he passed away. So that's one grave, and there is another one over here that I will just walk down to. It's a bit far into the graveyard, but it is over here. So yeah, so as I said, Irish history and Irish, I suppose, remembrances are a bit complicated in the fact that we have to remember everyone, not just men from the Irish Civil War, men from the War of Independence, but we have to remember all conflicts that these gentlemen gave their lives for. So here's the next one. Mr. Patrick Hugh, Royal Irish Regiment, 1920, at the age of 22. So this chap more than likely passed away from wounds that he received during the First World War. So yeah, so that's two Commonwealth war graves in a local Catholic graveyard. Irish history at the time, these guys joined up for a better life. They joined up because they came from large families. Their prospects in Ireland at the time were probably slim compared to if they'd have stayed at home, join the army, get a regular wage, get free food, get a chance to travel, see the world. So it's not to do with politics, it's not to do with why they joined up, it's just to remember them. For whatever reason they did decide to join the forces, that's up to them. They gave their lives and they should be remembered. Now this is the other grave that I was telling you about. These men were killed or executed during the Irish Civil War. They were executed for killing or shooting a Free State soldier, and they were executed in the local barracks by firing squad. These men also need to be remembered at this weekend, because they believed what they were fighting for was just and right, and in their eyes they were fighting for a just cause. And who knows, they probably were in their eyes, but that's not the point. The point is everybody needs to be remembered. So I hope you like what we provide here at Air and Military Collectibles. Please like, please subscribe, and please tune in for the next video. And as always, if you want to get in contact with the channel, there is an email at the top of the video description. Thank you.